Hey everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and our weekly whatever report. I went live a couple minutes early here because why not? I was sitting there waiting. So let's see, we had GT Key hanging out, tailgating. Always appreciated Warlord doing the same. That old comic smell was in here tailgating. Unruly popped in just as we went live. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you hanging out with us. John's Comics with Kids saying, what's happening, whatever friends? What's happening, Johnny? We have no D&D tonight. We are between campaigns, no special events, nothing going on tonight. So won't be hanging out with him later, unfortunately. So I'm going to miss our Sunday night things, but I think we're going to do a one-off here in a couple weeks, like a Christmas special. And then I think in January, I'm supposed to be taking over the DMing duties, which that could be a disaster. That might just be a disaster. That might last one episode, maybe two. They might give me two before they're like, nope. So we'll see what's going on there. But yeah, we're hanging out on a Sunday evening. John and really saying hello to each other. We'll see who else. We'll give a minute or so for people to show up. This, as always, is the whatever report where I just ramble for 30 to 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the evening. And for some reason, you people watch. I appreciate it. I don't understand it, but I appreciate it. So we got Sharon hanging out. I haven't seen Sharon on one of my live streams for a while. What's going on, Sharon? I know you've been super busy. Happy to see you. Oh yeah, I put those up last week, I think. So I got all my lights and stuff up for the most part. I usually do all the decorating right after Thanksgiving, so I got these up. I don't know if I had them up by the whatever report last week, but I had them up for something this week, I know. So for sure. So what is going on in the world of JP? Not a whole lot, I'll be honest. And he had a ton, but not most of it's work crap and that kind of stuff. And life has been rather hectic, but we keep moving forward. We keep hanging out, keep trying to, find another day, keep going. So, Sharon loving the bat. Yeah, we got a little Batgirl. We got a bunch of bat. We got a little Spider-Man mixed in there. These were basically I put these are still the books from like the biggest books from my 50 that when I did my recap of what I picked up in the last couple of years. I need to do, I kind of promised John and I promised myself, I actually started working on it. I have not done it yet. There's GT Key in the house. What is going on? Then I'm going to do kind of a revised goal list at this point, because there was a bunch of books on that 50 that it's not that I don't want, it's just that aren't necessarily priorities anymore at this point. I got a bunch of them checked off. I think 29 books we said checked off. So you saw that. Hey everyone, JP, you saw that 50 for Animal Castle cover A and B. I'm not actually sure what you're referring to, Emmanuel. But welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm not Animal Castle. I don't guess I know what that book is. Or I'm blanking, one of the two, which is completely possible that I do know what it is, and my brain just isn't, connecting the dots. It does that sometimes. So, goodness. All right. So things I got coming up, things I got going on. I did have books come in this week. My every other week shipment from Midtown did come in, so I did have new books. I didn't get through very many of them. I was actually finishing reading, instead of reading those today, I was finishing reading stuff for indie shows this week, if they actually happen. We'll see. First up on the indie show, we'll talk about that, is tomorrow night. Our rescheduled discussion of Lock and Key volumes 4 and 5, which I'm looking forward to because I want to read 6. I've been holding off on reading 6. I'm looking forward to reading the conclusion of this. But we got 4 and 5 tomorrow night with Downright Nerdy Podcast, Tacoma Comics, and Comic Man Andy. Great crew for this one. Hopefully Andy did his homework this time. That's not why we had to reschedule. I'm just giving Andy a hard time. He's not even in here to give a hard time. That's kind of, I probably shouldn't do that. But we'll say I have really, really enjoyed this series. Looking forward to talking about it tomorrow night. I would put it, of the things I've read, we'll see. It's got to stick the landing. But so far, it's got potential to be among the best, the favorite things I've read so far. It definitely has a landing to stick. There's a lot of ground to cover in this last volume. There's a lot of ground for us to talk about tomorrow night in these 2 volumes, but in that last volume, there'll be a lot of ground to cover. But looking forward to that discussion. Tuesday night, we are going to be talking Invincible, which you guys can, you can see it says Invincible. I took the dust jacket off. I always take the dust jacket off when I'm reading. And I was finishing that today. So it's over there. This is Ultimate Collection 8, which collects issues 85 through 96 of Invincible. And I am out of focus now. And I'm still out of focus. And there's Daymers. What is going on, my friends? Normally we'd be hanging out on D&D tonight. We are not, but that's okay. He's saying the ending is a chef's kiss. Oh, that's good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to reading it. So, but we'll be talking about this on Tuesday, maybe. And really, he didn't wave me off. I know he was potentially had some things come up, so we'll see. But tentatively, we're planning to do Invincible on Tuesday night. So, got a couple of indie shows scheduled for this week. You never know if those are going to happen until I hit the live button. I've had to do a lot of rescheduling with those lately. It's okay. Those are all about hanging out with the community, you guys, talking comics. So if anybody wants to hop in on one of those at some point, let me know. Chris Creative, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. So those are things I got coming up a week from Monday. We'll just pop it out there early. We'll be back on John's Comics with Kids channel for our next episode of Comigory. So we're a week from Monday. We're doing every other week thing, but that'll be the last one of 2022. We're not going to do a strictly holiday special. We're going to wait and do like the Winter Olympics thing, like we did the Summer Olympics thing. So we're just going to have a regular episode. It'll be the last one of 2021. But it should be a good time. We might throw a little, a couple of holiday wrenches at them. We'll see. We'll see. Unruly says he's good for Tuesday. So we'll see if the rest of the crew is. But right now we are good for Tuesday. So we'll see what happens. It's 2 days till Tuesday. So and the way the Indigo show goes sometimes, that's a long time. Also we were supposed to do Die last week, trying to reschedule that. Had one of my compatriots not feeling well that night. So we waved that off. But hopefully we'll get that in before the holidays, and that may be the only ones I do before the holidays. We'll see. Those may be the last ones of the year, last indie shows. I kept saying I was going to do Stray Dogs at some point, but I never actually tried to recruit a crew. So that's on me. A lot of things have been on me. So I never recruited a crew for that one. Need to, but just haven't ever got that done. So at some point, I definitely want to read that. But we got several things going. Hopefully, we can continue to, read through. I've been enjoying I enjoy the indie show series. Sometimes doing it this way does slow me down on my reading. I probably would have read more stuff, but I feel like I've covered a lot of ground in these 2 years. I've had a lot of fun doing it and talking about it. Even though some of those I don't watch very much, I do enjoy it. So, and I'm happy to anybody that watches, or if anybody has a recommendation, I'm always open. I got 80 bajillion, but hey, Planet. Well, I'm glad you're catching me even for a little bit. I appreciate it. And yes, happy Hanukkah to all of those that celebrate. So, yeah, the conversations are the whole reason. I mean, I love to read I'm really enjoying. I'm glad I finally took the leap and started reading a bunch of these indie comics. But it's the conversations that make it fun for me. So it slows me down. I don't cover nearly as many series. People are always asking, have you read this? Have you read this? And I'm like, nope, I haven't got there yet. But doesn't make it any less fun. So yeah, I mean, it makes it more fun and enhances it for me. I love to hear other people's thoughts. A lot of times it makes me reconsider, rethink about my thoughts about some of these series. So yeah. So my books did come in. I did not get through very many of them, as I was saying, because I was reading Invincible. But so 2 weeks of comics from Midtown, 11 books. So we were doing pretty well. I was looking like, I've been a little over 20 most months. I have a little over 20 coming in December. January, I'm actually under 20. But right now, my February order, which I haven't made yet, is sitting at 25 books. Why is it sitting at 25 books? So I'm going to go off on a tangent. This is why it's the whatever report. So before I show comments. So I went through Midtown. I was going through. I've cut back on a bunch of series things. But it's 25 bucks on my Midtown order for right now for February. If I order them all, I haven't put them in. I've been pre-ordering everything to save money. Because I don't have a local LCS right now, and plus I really need to be saving the money. But 4 issues of Detective Comics in February. 4. Now, I don't know when they decided to go the ASM route. ASM's been doing this crap now for a couple of months. 4 issues of Detective Comics. Are you freaking kidding me? At least there's only 1 issue of Batman. And then there's 3 issues of ASM, plus they keep doing that ASM every so often. They do an ASM BEY Beyond, like a little bonus side story. And I'm actually interested in the one from February. So right now I have 4 issues of ASM. There's 8 of the 25 books, those 2 series. I really need to just think about, I don't know. My frustration level with both of them for doing that just makes me so angry. It's hard to read anything else if you're wanting to get those series. It just drives me nuts. I mean, it's just 25 bucks. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some cutting. I did cut Batman and Big B completely out after, I guess there was an issue 6. I didn't even know that. I've cut that completely. So that was one that was off the list. Because that series sucked. Dollar Comics, what's going on? You got the little pizza dog. Lucky the pizza dog. That's right. Yeah, so you guys are just the thumbnail. So, yeah, we're going to talk about Lucky here in a little bit. I'm a dog person. I have my cat. I love my cat. I'm a dog person, probably more so than a cat person. I'm both. I love dogs. I love big dogs. My sister has Goldens. I have labs. Well, I have a lab, but I'll probably get another lab. I just think they're amazing. Yeah, got to keep pumping those cash cow comics. Killing me. They're keeping me from buying and trying other series. They really are. And I don't know. I'm going to have to really think about what I'm going to do there. I haven't made that order yet. I was just looking at it this week. Yesterday, I went through and was making my list. And I was for February pre-orders. And I was like, are you kidding me? 4 Detective Comics? It's not Nightwing. It's not that good. Oh, there you go. My little rant about Detective and ASM coming out every freaking week. I did think about something the other day. They were talking about, I was looking at the Look Back show, and they had ASM 600 and something. That was Detective Comics was 800s, almost 900 when that was coming out, early 600s. They have, in the last decade, they've put out more ASM books almost than they put out in the first 40 years they were releasing the damn thing. They're the 2 and 3 times a month on ASM has been going for a while, and it's just crazy that the ground they've gained on Detective and Action, because they're over 900 now, or not quite. I guess they're not quite over. They're going to be over 900 here this spring. At the rate they're really soon at the rate they're going. And they've just closed. They were 400 or 500 behind, 300 plus behind, and they've just closed the ground a ton. It's crazy, but yeah. And I still don't know what I think about. We'll get to that in a second. I haven't read those 2 issues. I'm not sure what I think about this whole Ben Reilly storyline. We'll see. I'm a little torn on it. So I guess finally, I should actually show you guys some books. Some of these are, so Midtown doesn't really pay attention to how they put the books in the bag. So these ones that I haven't read, therefore I haven't flipped around yet. Some of them are upside down, like this one. But we got Darth Vader. I've been reading this whole Darth Vader series. I really enjoyed the other 2. I read them via trade or otherwise. This Greg Pak series has been really good. Looking forward to reading that. Just haven't got there yet. That is it. I like the cover with the TIE fighters. I'm not sure what the light symbol. I mean, it looks cool. I'm not sure what those are supposed to be, but the way the little lights coming out from under them, but it looks cool. I really enjoyed everything High Republic. I've really enjoyed. I really enjoyed Trail of Shadows issue 1. I have not got a chance. I haven't dug into this one yet. I need to. The little murder mystery side story. I've just been big on High Republic, so I've really enjoyed all of the stuff that I've read so far. Oh, sorry, I was distracted. So I'm not gonna lie. Chiefs are getting ready to play the Broncos. I got them on the iPad here, and well, we got the Carrie Underwood's legs are on. Carrie Underwood's on, like doing her little promo for Sunday Night Football. So there you go. Yeah, that's me. Speaking of Detective 1045, maybe they're just trying to keep their lead on it. ASM. So that's why they're going to 4 a month. But so we got Detective. Haven't read that one yet either. 2 issues of ASM. Me too, unruly. Me too. I know yours was not good yesterday. I feel bad for you, man. I really thought you guys, this was your chance. This was your year, I think. But yeah, so we got 79 and 80. It does have Craven's son now. They killed Craven again, and now it's his son or whatever. But so we got a Craven storyline. We'll see if this is any good. So that's coming up, which is technically like a clone, I think. Son, clone, whatever. So yeah. So I haven't read those yet. I haven't got to my Captain Marvel yet. This last of the Marvels has been kind of good. This is a series that's probably on the chopping block. I like Carol. I've enjoyed the series, but it's not great. It's just solid. At times it's been really good. At times it's been eh. They got this last of the Marvels thing going on. I've ordered the last of them. The February issue would be a good spot to end it. We'll see. I haven't made a decision on that yet. I did read High Republic Adventures. This is, the more kid-friendly one. It's been solid. I've enjoyed it for more kid-friendly. I do enjoy a couple of the young Jedi characters. At times it's a little goofy. It is a little more kid-oriented, like you said. This was one of the more goofy kind of issues. This was a little bit too youth-oriented for me in this particular one, which has been rare in this series. It was still enjoyable, but this one was a little bit more, not much really happened. There wasn't any story progression. They had kind of a little aside between stuff. Like the last issue was a really, really good issue. One of the characters really had a big coming of age moment. It was really well done. It was really good. It was very adult and kid. Like, it was for kids, but it was really like something adults could appreciate, or I appreciated. Thought it was just an excellent issue, number 10. And this one was just kind of goofy fun, and so I'm hoping for maybe a little more of what we got the last issue, but I understand why you're not going to get that every issue with that. We got Fear State Omega, so continuing to wrap up Tinian's Batman run. The little post-credit to the Fear State thing, which I enjoyed. I know some people weren't digging Tinian on Batman. I enjoyed Tinian on Batman. More than anything, I've really enjoyed Jorge Jimenez on Batman. I will say that for sure, but... Oh, Lord, have they got another Spider-Man trailer on? Oh, no, it's a commercial. Okay, it's like yeah. Anyway, so it's the car commercial thing. fun Ivy Harley stuff in this. Yeah, just, I thought it was pretty good. It was a good wrap up, but that's really all it was a wrap up. So not a ton going on here. So Catwoman 37 with the great Frizen Poison Ivy cover. Would have been nice to have this out before Batman 117, which I read like 2 weeks ago. I know they were like a week apart is all, but what happened to this set up what happened to that. So that was a timing thing. You had to kind of go back and read this, I guess. Still really good. Ron V still writing Catwoman. He has grown on me. Early in his run, I wasn't super excited with some of the stuff he was doing with Catwoman, but the later part of this run has grown on me. I don't know how much longer he's going. We'll see. He's kind of really wrapped up a lot of the stuff he'd been doing, the Alleytown stuff. So I don't know. He may be going off the book. I have not looked ahead. Marauders 26. Like, I'm going to miss getting an X-Men book. And at its height, Marauders has been freaking fantastic. But it has suffered from all the crossover stuff that they've done with X-Men. And it has suffered with, and because of that, it's just had very inconsistent storytelling. I know a lot of people really recommend this stuff. I haven't read anything outside of the Catwoman stuff. I know John and Jennifer Comics from Break Your Heart are big fans. I think Bearded's a big fan. I haven't really read any of his stuff beyond the Catwoman stuff. The early Catwoman stuff he did was like, it got better as it went. So we'll see. I need to probably pick up some of his independent type stuff and see what I think. But yeah. But the Marauder saying, and this issue just, what? Let's have Bobby fight Fing Fang Foom? What? I don't know. I'm dropping it after 27. When they do they're going to do the annual and then relaunch it with a different writer. I'm going to miss having Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost and Storm, although Storm's already off the team, and Iceman stories to read on a fairly consistent basis, which I haven't done for a while, but I'm kind of, X-Men just kind of have me annoyed at the moment. I feel like everything's like every third issue is a crossover issue. They're not telling their own stories. It's just frustrating. Yeah, John's saying he's going to drop it too. It just, I don't know. I mean, I get when Hickman was telling his bigger thing. I understand why they did some of it. It just, if you weren't willing or able to collect all of it, I feel like it really just made it very helter-skelter, very jumpy. That made it just hard to follow. And so, yeah, I kind of miss it, but not really. And yeah, so that's one of the books that's not in my 25 for February. There you go. And then last book of the week for me, which of the ones I read so far was my favorite. Shocking. You guys will be stunned. I believe technically, I don't know if this one came out this week or last week, but the Nightwing Annual, Tom Taylor. This wasn't great, like compared to like the Nightwing stuff he's done so far. But this was a fun Nightwing Red Hood team up, which we don't see a lot of. There were some fun moments in it with the two of them. Overall, the story was a little jumbly. Like the whole setup and justification of why they were teaming up didn't make a ton of sense. Well, I mean, it made sense, but it seemed a little forced. But whatever. The interactions between them made the book for me. So there you go. So those are my books. Those are the only things I picked up this week. Was those. I haven't bought any other new books. I am not. Sorry, the game hasn't even started yet. I was trying to see who was beating the drum in the introductions. So because I didn't recognize the person at first, but it was just an old player. But anyway, yeah. So that is, those are the things I'm still picking up. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for February. Like I said, I gotta cut some stuff out. It's a little 25 is just too much. I mean, well, there's 5 different High Republic related books on there, which is a lot. I mean, between the High Republic, which is 5 different books on the different series, Detective is 4, ASM is 4 right now. I mean, that's 17 books. That's not 17. It's 9, 13 books. 13 of the 25. So it's not leaving a lot of room for other stuff. But we'll figure it out. We gotta pair it a little bit. We gotta pair it. I keep wanting to start new things, like they'll launch new things, and then I'm like, I can't do it. I got too many things going on. So I have to keep. We'll see. Well, there's some things like I'm just gonna have to read via trade, like the Robbins series that's going on. I'm reading that via trade. Yeah, I am too. I need a couple of boxes, or even right now, and I really just don't want to keep gaining at the rate I'm gaining. So we're gonna have to be harsh. We're gonna have to be harsh in February. January, I'd already cut back pretty good. February, we're gonna be super harsh. Yeah, still over half, just those 3, which is just crazy. Okay, what else we got going on? All right, Hawkeye talk. We're through episode 3, so let's do a little Hawkeye spoiler warning. Although I don't know, and we're going to talk about this in a second. Oh, wrong thing. Hawkeye spoilers. This series has a very different tone. I've enjoyed the series. The Clint and Kate stuff is excellent. Their interactions, I'm really enjoying her performance as a character. I'm enjoying his dry getting to spend, we've gotten glimpses of Hawkeye's kind of dry, sarcastic wit, during the movies and stuff, but getting to spend this time with Clint, I've really enjoyed. I'm glad that we've gotten it. The tracksuits, okay, they were kind of fun. We're not getting enough Lucky the Pizza Dog, and the Kate's family stuff hasn't really worked for me. I feel like we're halfway through the season. There's only 6 episodes, and episode 1 was an intro to Kate. Episode 3 was an intro to Echo. I don't feel like we've moved that much. That much has happened. I don't know. Maybe I need to think about it. I'm curious what other people think. I feel like it's been kind of slow. I knew this was supposed to be more a smaller, more personal Clint story, and not a big world-changing event story. Plucky the risotto dog. We have not gotten enough of the dog. The dog is, one more Lucky the Pizza Dog. And that's the other thing. With only 6 episodes, there's no way we're getting a Lucky the Pizza Dog episode now. We might get a sequence. I'm hoping we still get maybe a sequence in one of these episodes, one of the remaining, in episode 5, we get a little 5 or 10 minute sequence where it's just Lucky. But I feel like they've underutilized the Pizza Dog, I'll be honest. Although the scene with her trying to name him and then going Pizza Dog, and him with the big grin, I love a goofy lab. I love a goofy golden. So that, that's always a good moment. But I will say, I have enjoyed her a lot. I enjoyed the most recent episode. It was fun because it really focused on them. It was like Echo's origin, which was not exactly what I was expecting, but it was fine. We'll see where they go with it. I'm not sure how they turn her in to a hero here. She's very much revenge at the moment, so we'll see. They got some work to do there. But I've enjoyed it, overall, a lot. I talked a little bit about this. One of the things I have not enjoyed is Swordsman, Kate's potential soon-to-be stepdad. That actor / performance just annoys me. I think it's I honestly think it's what he's going for, but it's just it's not, it doesn't work for me. It has not worked for me. I feel like it's, it's too contrived. It's forced, like swarmy. It's like he's trying to come off as swarmy and everything. And it's just like, it just is not working for me. Yeah, I remember that. Now that you say that, I do remember the Santa's Little Helper sequence. I'd forgotten about it. It's a long time since I've seen that episode, but yeah, I'm hoping we at least get something like that. Like, give me 5-10 minutes of Lucky, because we're not going to get a whole episode. I would love to have gotten a whole episode. We're not getting it with only 6 episodes, and so little that's actually happened here in the first 3. I know it's a small story. It's really about Clint in this suit and him continuing to try to get redemption for what he did as Ronin. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the introduction of Kate, that it's really serving 2 purposes, kind of wrapping his story, kind of introducing her. I'm not sure where Yelena's going to fit in. I feel like you throw her in at this point, it's going to be huge. At some point, we got to get back to the Avengers watch that was in episode 1. What was this all about? This burglary? Like, I feel like we haven't made any progress on those fronts. But I have enjoyed it. But yeah, it's just been. Sorry, I got distracted by the football game. They're playing now, so now I'm like, oh, it's time to play. But so yeah, I've really enjoyed the show. I like that it's been smaller. Only things that really haven't worked for me has been Swordsman. It's the thing that's not worked for me the most. And I feel like it's been a little slow for being halfway through the season. I felt like we got big stuff. We got progression. Like we got in Captain America and in WandaVision and Loki. I feel like there was more progress in each of the episodes. I feel like this show's been a little slower, I think intentionally. But yeah, so overall, thumbs up, particularly for her and the 2 of them interactions. Give me more Lucky the Pizza Dog, give me less Swordsman, and we'll be good. So those are my thoughts on Hawkeye. I'm looking forward to the final 3 episodes. So, hey John, what is going on? Welcome. So let's get off that. So I'm done in my discussions of Hawkeye spoilers. So if anybody wants to hang out and not hear Hawkeye spoilers, they can hang out now. Oh, that hurts. I'm probably going to wrap this up pretty quick because I am being distracted by the football game. I feel like that is completely incidental. But anyway, they threw a flag on it. So, reminder of things we got coming up. No D&D tonight because we're between campaigns. When I take over, I'm probably going to be moving this show. I've never read Wheel of Time. It's always been too daunting. Like, because I didn't ever hear about it till later. And there's so many books. It just seems daunting to even like try to start something like that. So maybe I'll start with the show and see if it prompts me to go to the books. But yeah, I've never read that, so I don't know really a whole lot about it. It's got Rosamund Pike, who I really enjoy, so we'll see. It seems interesting. It's just like the series, like the books have always seemed too daunting for me to like pick up the stack and get started. Jack B, greetings from Michigan. Welcome, sir. But so anyway, before I got distracted by Wheel of Time discussion, yeah. So probably be moving this. I don't know to when. I don't know if I'll do it Saturdays or if we'll do like what we'll do. But I'm probably not going to do, if I'm going to be DMing D&D on our new campaign next year, I'm not going to do this and then that back to back. It's going to be too hectic, a little too busy. I want to keep doing the whatever report. I'm just not sure where I'm going to go with it. Holy moly, Jack B with a super chat. That's like the first super chat I've gotten in like months. That's awesome. Thank you, Jack B. I appreciate that for the cause. We will be doing something talking about the cause a little bit. We'll talk about that in a second. But Jack B, I owe him a little Take That Bear Island. Yes! Did you see that? You see how they reacted in the chat? They loved it. Take That Bear Island. So there you go. I hadn't played that for a while. So that was awesome. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what we're going to do with this after the first of the year. Probably going to be, mid-January when we start that campaign. So we'll figure it out for sure. Speaking of which, other things. I did go over 3,000 subs. I promised you guys a 3,000 sub celebration. I haven't done that yet. I have not got around to scheduling it. Probably what we're going to end up doing is what I'm thinking is my birthday is coming up at the end of the month. And I'll be hitting my 3-year mark on YouTube early mid-January. So I'm probably just at this point just going to wait till January. We're going to do one thing. I'm going to give everybody people a couple weeks notice. So hopefully I can get a bunch of people to come hang out with me. We'll do a 3-year, 3,000 sub thing, give a bunch of stuff away, have a good time. So we'll probably do that somewhere between my birthday and the actual 3-year date on YouTube. So that's something to be looking forward to. I'll try to put out more details both here and on Instagram as I kind of make a plan. Hey, Brandon Looney Tunes fan, what's up, Doc? I'm just wrapping this up, but thanks for stopping in. So yeah, hoping to have that and do that here. Like I said, sometime in early January, we'll do a big blowout. I got a stack of stuff I'm going to try to give away, mostly trades, but they're stories I really enjoy. So hopefully I'll share some of those with you guys. Maybe some of you that haven't read a few of them will find some new stories you love. Hang on, I'm watching Mahomes run for a touchdown. I'm multitasking. So yeah, so those are things I got coming up a little longer term. Tomorrow night, hopefully we're talking Lock and Key on the Indie Show. Looking forward to this discussion with Comic Man Andy, Downright Nerdy Podcast, and Tacoma Comics. So this should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing where they're at on this. Particularly, I think Andy and Downright, who haven't read it before. I know Tacoma loves it. He's read it before, but and then Tuesday, we're talking Invincible. This is Ultimate Collection Volume 8, issues 85 through 96. So, yeah, we're looking forward to talking both of those this week on the Indie Show. Maybe at some point we'll get Die worked in. Those are probably all I'm going to get before Christmas, unless I get really ambitious and try to get a crew for talking Stray Dogs. I just have been lazy about that. I've been lazy about a lot of stuff. Quick recap of third commercial now. We scored. So now I can wrap. John saying hi to everybody. Appreciate John saying to leave that up long enough for him to, so as I said, my 2 weeks worth of books from Midtown came in. Still ordering from Midtown right now. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my next order, but Nightwing Annual was really, really good. I enjoyed the Nightwing Red Hood interactions. Marauders was fine, but this one I'm dropping after 27 when they do the relaunch. Catwoman and Frisian, fire. Well, in this case, Poison Ivy and Frisian, fire. But I've enjoyed this Catwoman run for the most part. Fierce Nate Omega, this was a fine little wrap up. We'll see where Batman goes now that Tinian is gone, going forward. Continue to read all the High Republic stuff and enjoy it, although this is the adventure, so this is kind of the kids targeted series. This is, to me, maybe the most kid targeted book in this whole run to this point. So this one was a little bit of a disappointment to me. It was just a little, I don't know, it didn't really progress the story. And I thought, whereas I thought issue 10 was fantastic. The rest of these I have not had a chance to read yet. The Captain Marvel, I've continued to get, it may be on the chopping block though too, as I got to cut back. ASM 2 issues. That was actually 80. This is 79. I haven't read either of those yet. Detective Comics. This is another Fear State tie-in that's happening after Fear State is over. Always love that when the timing's all wrong on those. Another High Republic book, Trail of Shadows. I really enjoyed the first part of this little mini series. Looking forward to reading that. That's probably the next one I'll actually read. And then Darth Vader continues to be a series that I enjoy. So looking forward to reading that as well. So those are all the things I got going on. A week from Monday night, we'll be doing our Christmas. Well, not really a Christmas, just our last Comigories of the year. We'll probably do a little Christmassy, maybe dress up or something. I don't know what John's got up his sleeve, but maybe throw a few Christmas wrenches at him. But it's not really a Christmas special. It's just the last regular episode of Comigories this year. So looking forward to that. We'll be coming back again after the first of the year, and then in like February, I think is when we're going to start our little Winter Olympics thing. So be on the lookout for that. John will be looking for contestants in our Winter Olympics. If you watched any of our Summer Olympics Comigory stuff, we did a short box sprint. You had to pull only from a short box. We did the long distance run. We did the indie medley where you could only pull indie books. We did long distance run, which was like 10. Yeah, that was a decathlon. What was the other one? The long distance run. You can only pull from one run. So yeah, we had a lot of fun with those. We're looking for some similar type things, but not exactly the same. So if you're be on the lookout for when John announces what the events are going to be for that Winter Olympics, and be sure to hop in and have a good time with us on that. Otherwise, I don't know a whole lot. I don't think there's going to be costumes. I don't know. We haven't talked about costumes. I think there's going to be... I will probably be breaking out an ugly Christmas sweater. We haven't actually talked about that yet, but I will probably break one out. I have one that I didn't wear last year because it came late that I'd planned to wear for the Christmas special last year. And I didn't wear it because it came late. So I'll probably be busting that out on Comigories. But and then maybe again like later. But yeah, so I guess maybe that would count as a costume, but we'll see. So what else is going on? We're almost at 45 minutes. Well, I'm glad you do. I am honored to be the substitute on Comigories until Matt comes back to YouTube. He made a long-term commitment to his church that's made him not feel like he could do Comigories, but he wanted to keep it going. I am honored to get to hang out with John every couple of weeks and play that game with the community. It's a lot of fun. They don't razz me too hard for my crappy category Comigories. I try to do a good job of mixing it up and coming up with new stuff. And yet still like making it fun and reasonable for people to come up with them. I will say, if anybody has suggestions for Comigories, we are always open to suggestions for fun Comigories to throw at the crowd. I have a huge master spreadsheet of all the ones that have been used or have been suggested. I try to keep decent track of what we have used, what's been played, what's just been talked about. But yeah, always looking for new. I would love for work. Yeah, it is John's Comics with Kids is the channel, so we try to keep it fairly safe for work on the Comigories. We did go a little off the not safe for work during the April Fool's thing. We let them get a little wild there, but not too crazy. But yeah. Anything else going on? Not a whole lot. I mean, you guys seen, I've basically probably wrapped up my collecting for the year. Well, I'm honored to take Matt's spot. I should rephrase that. No, I am honored. It's a lot of fun, and that Matt asked me to do it, and that you were willing to hang out with me to play the game. I appreciate it, John. Then Morbius can't come back. Morbius is great, and he did not curse it. Did he have one curse word or something? I was stunned. I curse more than that on John's channel. Hey, Kachung. Well, I'm glad you guys have me on the TV. Hey, Delphia. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. always honored. I don't know why anyone want to look at this on the big screen. I'd be like on my phone. But I need a haircut. Oh, and it's trim. I'm getting a little scruggly. Talking Miss Marvel with Metarog. That sounds like fun. Like Kamala or early Carol stuff. I haven't, I assume with Metarog, probably early Carol stuff. But, I'm a big fan for that. John saying hello to Kachung. So, I don't know. At this point, I'm just rambling, which is fine. The football game's on. I don't know. I'm just hanging out with you guys. I don't actually have to be somewhere tonight. So, yeah, it's been weird. I will say this fall has been weird for me. I've been kind of distracted from the channel. It's kind of become like, I've been distracted in the fact that I haven't watched as much early Carol. Nice. Big fan of that. Some of that I haven't actually ever read. Some of it I need to go back and read. I've read some of it, just not all of it. But I just totally lost my train of thought. I had some stuff, personal life stuff. I thought, I kind of mentioned this. I never followed up on it. I thought there was a chance I might be moving. I had went for a job, didn't get it. And then I've just been, other things at work have been super busy. And so it's just been, it's been hard. I've been trying to do some stuff on the house. I've been very scattered. I feel like this fall, I don't feel like I've done a good job of like communicating with people. Like the other day, I sent Kavi a message and realized I hadn't sent him a message on Instagram in months. And it's just like, so if you haven't heard from me, if haven't been in your chats, I apologize. It's just been kind of a weird thing. I did not. I just got the A. I was pre-ordering, and I don't even know if that was out when I pre-ordered, but I've just been getting the A of the current Captain Marvel run. I have not read this issue yet. It's out, but I haven't read it. I talked about that earlier, Kachun. I'm debating. It's on my potential cut list as a series going forward. We'll see. Sorry. We're breaking a big play. So, it's got like a 40-yard pass to the running back. So, yeah. I've been interested in I've actually really, overall, like I thought the series got off to a slow start. I dropped it for a while. I went back. I really enjoyed the Captain Marvel run by Kelly Thompson. Not as much as I've enjoyed her Black Widow run. That's been freaking fantastic. The Captain Marvel's been a little more up and down. And I'm enjoying this, what is it? What did you just call it? The Marvel's storyline that they're doing right now. I just don't know. I just need to cut. And that may be one that gets cut. We'll see. Hey, Hoarders. What is going on, Hoarders Hide? We're approaching the hour mark. I'm not going to go past an hour. I'm just kind of hanging out. Got one eye on the football game. I would show it again, but then they would probably like, even if I showed it for like a couple seconds, it would probably like block this video. I've become a big fan. I was not necessarily, I didn't know a lot about her. I'd heard mixed reviews on her. I didn't think the Captain Marvel run got off to a great start. I do think it got way better. But I have absolutely, like, I've never really read Natasha. I've never been a huge Black Widow. Catch the football person, but this current Black Widow run, I am crazy about. I just love that series. Oh, come on. Hit him right in the hands. People are like, oh, Mahomes sucks. No, his receivers have not helped him. And he's been off a little bit too. But yeah, so I'm not gonna go down the football road, sorry. That could be a drive killer though. But anyway, let's see. Big 3rd and 10. I'm watching the game. Talking to you guys. I've done a pretty good job of mostly just talking to you guys. Yes. Okay, redemption for Pringle. He dropped it, but it made a big catch right there. So good. So yeah. So I keep saying so. I don't know where I'm going with this. And you guys put up with me. I appreciate it so much. But yeah, so I'm hoping here after the holidays, after the first of the year, that I can be a little more involved in the community. There's a bunch of you that I haven't really interacted with. A bunch of the newer people, I feel like I've done a terrible job of like being a part of their channels, communicating on their stuff, the stuff like the people that have come on in the last year plus. I just feel like there's so many good channels. It's so hard to watch everybody's stuff. But I want to do a better job of just interacting in the community. I feel a little cut off outside of Comic-Ories, and I don't really interact with people a ton. So I'm hoping to do a better job on that. Maybe if I move this to Saturday, this might become a little more of a hangout show as well. We'll see. I like being able to just ramble. Not that, which for some reason some of you have been willing to listen to, but oh, that was ugly. But I didn't watch that game, but yeah. It is sometimes. It has been hard. I'll be honest, a lot of my channel stuff this fall has just been making sure I get the look back done and trying to do cash or trash as regularly as I can. And that's been like it. And then indie show of scheduling people and reading, but that's, I haven't done Collecting Smart. I haven't done, what's the other, and another drop. Jeez Louise. Well, that's going to end the drive. But I haven't done Collecting Smart. I haven't been doing Let's Collect. I really need to get back to doing those. I want to be more involved. I have all these things. We'll see. We'll see if I actually pull any of that off. I'm hoping. So I want to thank you guys for putting up with me, for hanging out. I always appreciate it. I don't have anything else. I'm getting distracted by the game now. I'm going to go watch the rest of the football game. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. I hope you have a fantastic week. If you're not doing anything tomorrow night, come hang out. We're going to talk Lock and Key, volumes 4 and 5. If you've never read this, so far I would give it a high recommend, but I'll talk more about it tomorrow night. Later, everybody.